Good morning, my dear students. Today we will do a very beautiful poem. The name of the poem is Meadows Surprise. Okay, I will be explaining this poem to you. But before starting this poem, I just want to ask you a very interesting question. You all have gone to garden. You all have experience of going in garden and going in park. Okay, you just tell me, have you ever experienced to walk on the grass without wearing shoes, naked, barefoot? Have you walked on that grass? Have you experienced this thing? Have you ever experienced this thing that you walk on that grass? Type in chat box yes or no. Suppose for need about 5 to 10 minutes for some time you have walked on that grass, okay, and after that you came back and you worn your shoes and so what that experience you got? Can anybody share that experience with me? Can anybody share that experience with me? Rudar has written in bracket birthday. He is a birthday boy. Today is his birthday. Okay, very happy birthday to Rudar. Wish you a very happy birthday. May God bless you. That's really good that in bracket he has written birthday. So very good, very nice that in bracket you have written birthday. Thank you so much, beta. That's really good idea you have given to us, because I can tell in my class that if any of the child is having his birthday, he can write down in bracket birthday. That is a good idea I have got. So I'm going to implement this idea in my class also. Okay, that's good. Bache, happy birthday to you. God bless you. Okay, now we were discussing about that question, Meadow surprise. Before beginning this, I just want to ask you that have you ever got such kind of experience that you have walked on that grass, and when you came back, what kind of experience did you get at that time? So Arshia and Drishti, they both want to share. Okay. First, first Drishti, you tell me.
Yes, ma'am. Grass is very soft, and there are little stones also in the grass.
Okay, only this much. The grass was soft and there were little dewdrops. Only this much.
Insects also, small insects.
Okay, so you have experienced this thing. Okay, Arshia, what did you experience?
It was quite refreshing, and some people do say that it is a nice habit to walk barefoot on the grass. But some small and sharp objects sometimes kill the moment, but still, it is a refreshing experience for us. Me.
So it is basically a very nice experience, because when a person barefoot, when a person walks on such kind of grass, it feels that that person is moving on velvet. It is giving, you can say, very refreshing experience. Yes, it is also very good for eyesight. If you get a chance to go in such kind of garden where you can walk barefoot, you really experience this thing. And I also have experience of this thing. And afterwards, when I wore my slippers and when I came back, so I was still feeling refreshed in my mind, because it was such a mind-blowing experience. It seems that you don't have any tension, you don't have any worries, you are so relaxed. You are sitting on, you can say, you are walking on velvet and it is so soft, and moreover it makes us rejuvenate, it makes us fresh again. Okay, so here I'm going to explain a very beautiful poem to you. Meadow surprise. Okay, so it means when suppose there are so many trees and under those trees there is a park or even some of the grass. Okay, so there you can experience many wonderful things. Okay, but to understand this thing you should have a sharp eye. Your eye, you should be a keen observer. Okay. So because when a person gets a chance to walk on such kind of grass, so it is really a very nice experience. But to understand that experience, you should have a sharp eye. You should have, you can say, you should be a very keen observer. You should understand this thing very nicely. Only a keen, for example, a one person is sitting in a garden. One person can enjoy nature, but another person, he has no value of that nature. It means it varies from person to person that how do you observe that thing. So you should be a keen observer. So meadows. What is the meaning of meadows? Meadows are places where greenery is found. Okay. So let's understand the beauty of this poem. First of all, let's read this. So who is going to read this poem? And you have to read with full rhythm. Okay. Arshia, okay, you read. After Arshia, I can give chance to any of the child. You read first
Yes.
paragraph. Yes.
Meadows have surprises. You can find them if you look. Walk softly through the velvet grass and listen by the brook.
Next paragraph also.
You may see a butterfly rest upon a buttercup and unfold its drinking straws to sip the nectar.
Up. Okay. Next two paragraph, Dishti, you read.
Yes, ma'am. You may steer a rabbit who is sitting very still, though at first you may not see him. When he hops, you will. A dandelion whose fussy head was golden days ago has turned to airy parachutes that flutter when you blow.
Okay. Now read further. Khushi Tandon, you read. Yes, Khushi. Unmute yourself and read. Explore the meadow houses.
Yes, ma'am. Explore the meadow houses, the burrows in the ground, a nest beneath tall grasses, the ants' amazing mound. All meadows have surprises and many things to tell. You may discover these yourself if you look and listen well.
Now this is a very beautiful poem. Okay, so can anybody tell me the main gist? What does the poet want to say through this poem? Because this poem is not so complicated. It is giving only an experience that if you go on meadow, how would you experience all the things? So who is going to tell me only one or two lines what actually this poem is about? And I want active participants of my class. You all should be active. Okay, I can ask any of the child, what have you got from by reading these stanzas? Because these stanzas are so simple, not tough. So who is going to tell me what is given here? Okay, Jasleen, you tell me.
Yes, ma'am. In this poem, the poet is telling us that there are a lot of things to notice in the meadows, but we can only see them if we give attention to it and we notice them carefully.
Okay. Now, Himalaya, what do you think? What is this poem about? What is this poem
Ma'am,
about?
I think this poem is about going in a meadow, exploring the wonders of the nature, watching animals do their things closely, and seeing a rabbit hop in tall grass and watching a butterfly closely.
Good. Very good. Okay, Rihanika, what do you think? What is this poem about? Rihanika. Yes, Rihanika, what do you think? What is this poem about? Rihanika is not responding at all. Anmol Singh, can you tell me something, one or two lines only? Can you tell me, Anmol Singh? Rehanika, you want to say something? Now you are unmuted. So basically, this poem is about our perspective, about our viewpoint. Every person has their own viewpoint, but here the poet is saying that if you go through meadows, meadows means the place where which is full of greenery. If you get a chance to go at that greenery place, this greenery place is full of surprises, because if you will look at those things very carefully, so you can find out those surprises. How can you find out? Suppose there is a grass, and if you walk barefoot on that grass, so that grass would be very much soft. It would give you experience that as you are walking on a velvet grass. And listen by the brook. Brook is a river, and when any river is flowing over there, you listen to the sound of that river. Okay, and in such kind of weather, in such kind of environment, you will be able to find out butterfly also, because butterflies are always found in such kind of area. Okay, so you find out butterfly also. Okay, and you will be finding very musical sound from brook, because river, it flows, but when you listen it very carefully, you will be able to experience a very beautiful sound. See, every person has listened the sound of river, but many of you have not experienced this thing, that it has a very soothing sound, it has a very pleasant sound. The brook is having very soothing sound. Okay, and in all these sides are full of happiness, full of delight. Okay, and all these sides are, you can say, nature's surprise. All these sides are nature surprise. Okay, here you can see a butterfly. Okay, you rest upon a buttercup. Okay, so you can see that butterfly, she would be finding nectar from the flower present over there. There could be so many plants. Okay, so the butterfly would be, you can say, having sipping nectar from those flowers, and this site gives us a very, you can say, unique experience. This site is very much beautiful, because the way the butterflies are sitting on flower and the way they are sipping up the nectar from the flowers, it is really beautiful. Have you experienced this thing? Have you ever seen butterflies sipping nectar from the flowers? Have you ever experienced this thing? Okay, here you can also find out a rabbit. Okay, and this rabbit is found where it is hidden in grass. Who is that? So you can find out a rabbit there, and this rabbit is sitting so still. Still means unmoved. Okay, this rabbit is sitting so unmoved, so quiet, and at first you would not be able to see it. But when, you can say, when it will start hopping means when it will start jumping, then you will be able to see that rabbit. Okay, a dandelion whose fuzzy head was golden days ago has turned to airy parachutes that flutter when you blow. So here, very beautiful experience of dandelion. Dandelion is a name of a flower. The name of the flower is given. Okay, so here the poet is saying, the near about a couple of days means, it means 2 days ago, the color of those flower was near about, you can say, golden. Okay, but now it has blossomed, it has flourished completely. Okay, so here beautiful experience of flower is also given. Okay, so after that, one may find several kind of houses in meadows. Okay, which kind of? Because there are burrows where rabbits and rats, etc. live. Okay, uh, beneath tall grasses there could be a nest. Okay, and this place can be of, you can say, ants. Amazing place, and can be found there. Okay, she would be collecting food for her. So in fact the meadows are full of surprises, but one should have, you can say, one should be keen observer to look at all these signs, because only the person who is keen observer, who look at that place carefully, who listen to the sounds of all that place carefully, only that person is able to discover it. Other persons are not able to discover it at all. Okay, so this is a very beautiful point. Again, I'm telling you that meadows are full of surprises. There are so many unique things one is not able to see at first, but one should be very much keen observer. One should be very much keen listener. Only then he can enjoy the natural beauty, because meadow place is full of natural beauty. If you come across such kind of place, so you look at that place with, you can say, keenness, with lots of curiosity. You look in the surrounding. In surrounding, there are so many surprises for you. Whether it is a river, whether it is a grass, whether it is a butterfly, whether it is a rabbit. Okay, uh, flowers are there, or ants are there. Okay, so burrows are there. So this place is full of different kind of experiences, different sides, but one should be very much keen to look at all these sides. Okay, now I will be asking you some of the questions from one stanza. Okay, so first stanza: meadows have surprises, you can find them if you look. Walk softly through the velvet grass and listen by the brook. So here we have come across some of the difficult words. You write down these difficult words, meaning also. So write down. So bache, write down, only then you'll be able to understand the proper meaning, and afterwards I will be asking you some of the question. Their word brook is given. So you should know the brook means river, or in other words you can say stream. Okay, buttercup. In next stanza we have come to know about word buttercup. What is that buttercup? Buttercup is a kind of flower. A kind of flower. Okay, with yellow flowers. Sorry, a plant, a kind of plant with yellow flowers. A kind of plant with yellow flowers. And most of the time you can see that butterflies, they always want to sit on yellow colored flowers, because they really love to suck nectar, okay, from there. Okay, so here meadows have several surprises to offer. Okay, you can find them if you are a keen observer, if you look at them very carefully. So in order to experience this thing, you should walk very softly, very slowly on that velvety soft grass, and you should hear the sound of brook. You should understand, hear the sound of that river or stream. Okay. When you will be in that experience, you will find that there is a butterfly, and this butterfly is sitting on one of a buttercup. Buttercup is basically a kind of plant. It has yellow flower. You can see that butterflies are sitting on yellow flower, and it appears, it seems that this butterfly is sipping nectar from the flowers. Okay, and how it is having nectar, as it has been given drinking straw, but it is not actually like that. It is only, you can say, our imagination that there are drinking straws to sip the nectar, but actually butterflies are sipping up the nectar from those flowers. Okay, in third paragraph it is given, you may scare a rabbit. Scare means fear. So bache, write down the meaning of scare. Scare means fear. Okay, here word still is also given. So still means quiet. Bache, write down the meanings carefully. Okay, and here the word is hopes, not HOPES. HOPE, hope means that you are being optimistic, but here is hopes. Hopes means jumps. Okay, so here the poet is writing that at first time you may feel scared, you may frighten, because you will find that there is a rabbit. It is sitting very quiet, it is sitting very still, but at first sight you will not be able to notice that rabbit is hiding in the grass, but when immediately it starts coming out and it starts jumping, only then you will notice about its existence. That at first you can be scared because this rabbit is sitting so still. It is not moving at all, it is unmoved, but at first sight you will not be able to notice him, but when he will start jumping, only then you will be able to notice it. Clear? Up to that 3 stanzas are clear, only then I will be moving further. Show me thumbs up if this text is clear so that I can move further. Only one has shown me thumbs up. What about others? Others haven't got the meaning of this poem. Only one girl is able to understand. Only 5, 7. So here in next paragraph, dandelion. Dandelion is a wild plant that is also a flower, but basically a flower. It is a wild plant with flowers. A wild plant with flowers. Okay, so this dandelion, it is basically a wild plant which has so many beautiful flowers, and their word is given fuzzy. Bache, write down the meaning of fuzzy. Fuzzy means very much unclear, that is not clear. Okay, and flutter. Flutter means like moving. Okay, so here the poet is saying that there is a dandelion, that is a wild plant which has very bright color, yellow color flowers. Okay, and whose furry head means, you can say, whose head will appear that it was appearing golden. It seems that it has not bloomed properly, but when you will go near to it, when the blow will be there, when heavy wind will be blowing, it will start fluttering, it will start moving. It means this wild plant, nobody notices this thing, but when it appears only of yellow, golden and yellow color. Okay, and it seems that it has bloomed some days ago, and it will automatically start fluttering as you will go near to it, and a heavy wind will start blowing. Okay. Afterwards, next paragraph we have is explore the meadow houses, the burrows in the ground, a nest beneath tall trees, ants amazing mount. Okay, so bache here you write down burrows. What is the meaning of burrows? That is a small hole, small holes, and in those holes you can say rabbit. You can find out rabbit, or you can find out snake, rats, such kind of, you can say, such kind of animals are found there. They make their places there. And there is a word beneath. What is the meaning of beneath? Beneath means under. Okay. So here the poet is saying that if you explore the meadow, you will come across that there are so many burrows. Burrows, you can say there are small, small houses in the ground. Okay. And you will find that these burrows are meant for small, small animals. These small animals are living in those burrows, and there is a nest, and this nest is also found beneath tall grasses. When you will find that there are tall grasses, under those tall grasses there is a nest, and this nest is also a place for ant amazing mound. Mound means heap. That this place is basically surprising. Amazing means surprise. Okay, so it is basically a surprising place for all the ants who has you can say collected so much food over there. So meadows have surprises and many things to tell. It means meadows have so many surprises. There are so many things to to reveal, but you will find out it yourself. Discover means, what is the meaning of discover? Discover means find out. Nobody will tell you that here this is that place, here this is this thing. So you will find out, you will be discovering all the things on yourself if you look at this thing carefully, and if you listen all the things very, very carefully with lots of attention. With lots of attention. It means if you come across these places, if you look at these places so minutely, so carefully, only then you will be able to understand what is the hidden thing there, what are the valuable things there, what are the surprises, and you will be enjoying all those surprises if you look. But one should be very much keen, one should be very much, you can say, eager, or very nice observer, very keen listener. Only then you will be able to enjoy the beauty of nature. Okay. Suppose to take a situation, suppose it's raining, it is drizzling. Some people think it is creating a problem, it is drizzling, but some people enjoy that drizzling. So that is your observation, that is your perspective, isn't it? Isn't it? So here I have used that word so many times, that keen observer. So bache, you also use that word keen observer or keen listener whenever you will be framing these answers. Pick up these words, and every person has their own viewpoint. Suppose I get this experience to walk on the grass, you also get this experience, and another child also get this experience, but our viewpoint, our perspective will be different. Perspective means viewpoint. So you use that word also in your, while framing your answer, perspective. It means every person should have their own, every person has their own perspective. How do they look at the things? Your perspective and my perspective can have different opinion. Okay, so keen observer, keen listener, perspective, all the things you jot down when you will be framing your answer. Now we all have gone through this point. Now tell me the rhyme scheme of this poem. What is the rhyme scheme of this poem? Hurry up. Now the bell has gone. We will continue this poem tomorrow. So by the time I'm giving you homework, you find out the rhyme scheme of this poem and try to find out the meanings. You can, sorry, try to find out the answers of questions. Okay, so we will be discussing question answers and rhyme scheme, all the things in detail tomorrow. So I expect my all students should be ready and they should all be very much eager and enthusiastic to give me answer. Okay, bache. Now thank you and have a nice day. Take care of yourself.